There's nothing quite like the feeling of tearing through a dirt trail on a dirt bike. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just starting out, there's something about it that's hard to resist. But how long should you be riding for? How many hours is good on a dirt bike? Keep watching to find out. How many hours is good on a dirt bike? For safety and fun, you shouldn't be doing more than 6 hours of riding at a time. If you're getting tired, then it's time to stop and let your body recover. Also, if you're not used to it, then the long ride will tire out your muscles, which can be uncomfortable for a new rider. In addition to taking breaks from riding, dirt biking is a sport that works many muscle groups. So, you should stretch often to keep from getting cramps or soreness. Of course, this all depends on how old you are and how much experience you have with dirt biking. If you're young, then it may be more difficult for your body to deal with the movements of dirt biking. In general, however, those who are younger should only be riding for a maximum of 4 hours at a time, and never on consecutive days. This is because their body hasn't developed enough strength to deal with the intensity of dirt biking. What are the side effects of riding a dirt bike for way too long? There are many negative effects that come with riding beyond your limits and the bike's limits in a day. 1. Muscle fatigue. Dirt biking works multiple muscles groups at once. If you're riding for more than 6 hours straight, your muscles will become extremely fatigued and sore. This can affect your ability to ride for the next week or so. Additionally, muscles fatigue is also a very common cause of crashes. 2. Nerve damage. If you're riding for too long, your nerves won't be able to keep up with the high stress movements. Therefore, it's possible that you'll develop permanent nerve damage as a result of not giving your body enough time to recover. If this happens, then it will become difficult to control your bike or ride at all. 3. Damage to the bike. If you're out on the road, there's a good chance that overheating your engine will cause damage to it. You can also do permanent damage to your brakes by using them too much. Additionally, your chain might break if the tension is too high. Both of these will need to be replaced, which can quickly get expensive. 4. Discomfort. Many new riders experience pain in the joints of their knees, ankles, elbows, and wrists. This is usually because they're not used to riding for an extended period of time. However, you should definitely take the time to stretch out these muscles before you get on your bike to save yourself from pain. What are some tips for riding safely for long periods of time? The tips below will help keep you safe and minimize the chances that you'll end up hurting yourself or your bike during long rides. Stretch before riding. As stated before, dirt biking works many muscles which can cause discomfort for new riders. Stretching is an easy way to stop this from happening. If you don't want to stretch beforehand, try doing it when you get off the bike after a long ride. Protect yourself from the elements. Riding in extreme temperatures can make your body more susceptible to fatigue and nerve damage. If it's too hot or cold outside for your liking, then you should reconsider taking up riding during that time of day or year. Take breaks often. There's nothing wrong with taking a few moments while you're out on the road to analyze your surroundings and check in with yourself. If it doesn't feel right, then there might be something off about your bike that you should inspect. A lot of experienced riders recommend taking 10-minute breaks every hour or two, especially if it's a long ride. Make sure your bike is in good shape before riding. If you want to ride for a long period of time, then you'll need a bike that works properly and is in great condition. Check all of the parts beforehand so you don't have to worry about them breaking down on the road. Bring extra tools along. If you want to ride for a long period of time, then prepare your bike the best that you can. Make sure you have all the supplies and equipment necessary to change a tire or tighten up any loose bolts before heading out. How can you make sure your dirt bike is in good condition for long rides? In order to keep it running smooth, be sure to change the oil on a regular basis. Depending on how often you ride, this should be done every couple hundred hours of riding, or if you are not sure, ask your local dealer for advice. Also make sure that no leaks are happening. If your dirt bike is leaking any fluids or pieces, take it to your local dealer for repairs. Make sure that your bike is running smoothly. You don't want it backfiring or stalling when you are riding. Also keep an eye out for any weird noises, and if something doesn't feel right, don't be afraid to stop and check things out. Always bring a cell phone and emergency kit with you. Always wear a helmet and all the proper riding gear. This means boots, gloves, pants, etc. If you go to a local dealer, they will have this for sale as well. as most likely offer free tune-ups before your next ride. How long does a dirt bike battery last? This is determined by how often you ride and what conditions. If you are riding every day, your battery won't last as long as someone who rides only on the weekends. Also, if it's cold outside, your battery will die faster than if it's nice and warm out. How many hours of riding should I get before I take a break? There is no specific answer to this question. It's different for everyone. If you are new to riding dirt bikes, I would recommend starting off slow. Go out on short trips or practice in a large field if you are not comfortable with the idea of riding long distances yet. When it feels right, take a break when you need one. If you feel like you've been riding for hours and your arms start to get tired, that's a sign it might be time to take a rest. Your body can only handle so much.